The voices in my head are psychotic. They sound like terrorists. They keep telling me they're Egyptian Americans, um, that they are using some type of a surveillance technology, highly sophisticated technology, surveillance technology that can hack into your head. They are abusing me constantly. I had stroke after stroke today while in conversation with my friend, while we were out to eat, and I had just trying to get my point across. I'm doing it now. Um, I couldn't utter a word. I can't, like, I'm actually struggling. I'm having, like, there's strokes I'm having. I'm stuttering because of the strokes I'm having because of the voices in my head. And the people that are responsible are Egyptian American terrorists. Okay? I want them, oh my goodness gracious. Once they bring down the 415,000 drones that they're stating that Bill Gates wants to bring down to surveil the planet, they will then track and trace each one of these terrorists, sentence them to death. I am so damn ready. They're talking in my head right now, pretending to be my neighbors. What they want to do is they want to abuse me to a point where I am hysterical, and I'm no longer thinking of how to provide evidence that it's what I'm hearing in my head is only in my head. I mean, I'm not hearing it anywhere else. No one else is hearing it. It's not being recorded anywhere. There are no cameras. I mean, capturing the sounds of the voices I hear in my head. Nobody else can hear it if it's obviously not captured on camera. So there's no way they could be lying. And that's that. The voices keep saying they're responsible for genocide, terrorism, money laundering. I mean, you name it. They keep saying they've done it. Genocide along generational genocide and among different ethnic groups and different ethnic groups, really. That's the bottom line. Palestinians being one, African Americans being another. The voices in my head keep saying they're Egyptian American terrorists, and they have been, after using this telepathy weapon, after the African American community, oppressing Muslims and Christians alike, all because they don't want to lose their lavish lifestyles, and they want to remain as high in ranks due to their financial status, which the government is skeptical about due to the fact that they're using these weapons that can easily, I mean, if you're using them in a way that you can disguise the crimes that you're committing, then you can easily launder money and steal money and spy on people and take their intellectual property. So they're skeptical that they're using these weapons or these surveillance technologies. They're calling them surveillance. They're really weapons, and and the ones using it are spying. They're not surveilling, and they're stealing intellectual property. And so they want to make sure that if in fact they stole anything from anyone, it goes back to their rightful owner. So yeah, they're screaming in my head. They're dying to, I guess there are records involved with these technologies. And due to the fact that I'm so innocent, they, in order to make it seem as though I'm not, they sit there and several of them will talk in my head at the same time. And they want me away from cameras where no one can make claims that, hey, there's, why don't you use the camera to capture, to provide evidence that this in fact is happening outside. And she's arguing with someone because I'm constantly talking to myself. So it's, if there were records involved and they heard the voices in my head and these people are pretending like I heard it outside, they were like, oh, we're just sitting there surveilling her. We're not actually talking. Those are people from outside, right? Because they can't distinguish the two. Then the only thing that can distinguish it would be a camera to capture the sounds. So they're constantly trying to manipulate these records by screaming in my head obscenities, craziness, and trying to frame me for it, or blame me, or whatever they're trying to say about me, defame me. So here I am, and I am just like, I'm just in a state of shock at how ridiculous this all is. The women I hear they sound like characters from a movie. I mean, just ridiculous sounding, like spoiled, entitled trash that thinks they're royalty, and just, oh, go, sitting here trying to like command me to go die, you fucking bitch, like in my head, screaming like psychopaths. But then at the same time, they want me to be alert and in the moment. So it's just the way they're trying to manipulate these records. I know they're being held in several different locations and with different central intelligence agencies, to protect the rights of the citizens who may fall victim to people who, to these terrorists using these weapons. If terrorists being that they misuse them. So yeah, here I am. I'm going to place my phone down, record for as long as I possibly can, because while I'm recording, I ask them, why don't you stop talking? I'm clearly recording what's going on around me. And they never have an answer for that. So I had to come up with my own conclusion. And the conclusion is that they have friends that are part of their organization that don't want to take responsibility for the crimes that they're committing. So, and being that you can disguise and manipulate records, and with AI and looking so real and voice changers and all that, they want them in they want them at a stationed location where they go routinely, and then they also want them to talk in real time all the time, as long as they're pretending to surveil me. And that's all because there are more of them. There are more of these terrorists doing this to people, talking in their heads, causing them brain damage, making their hair fall out, scaring them, trying to get them to run away from home, so that they don't establish some type of security or foundation or support, or just trying to sabotage their life fully, and then to manipulate them and scare them into using alternative remedies for medication, because they look like they're on drugs if they take prescribed meds. Just the things the voices in my head are saying are so freaking ridiculous. I can't even begin to tell you. So I'm going to put my phone down because I am highly paranoid that these trash cans may have an opportunity to get away with this, and I refuse, I refuse to let them get away with this. Period. I'm done talking. As far as I'm concerned, in any way that I can sentence them to death, I will take those measures. If it means providing medical records, if it means recording myself what's going on, they're pulling on these muscles right here. If it's being honest about what I'm hearing in my head, if it's coming out because there are people that are, they're also investigating these people, but their investigations are confidential, not to blow the investigation over and to track their whereabouts and what they're doing and with whom they're doing it with, using these weapons and what they're looking at and what they're stealing and what they may be. So with that said, I will be stationary. I will take video recording. Anytime I'm anywhere, there's going to be cameras involved. There's going to be I'm going to be seeking medical professionals. There's no way in hell I'll deny that I hear voices in my head. I am so far done, it's not even funny. Every possible measure I can take to make it clear that the voices I hear are strictly in my head and they are torturing me to death is what I'm intend to do, and in the most peaceful manner possible. So this is it. Take a listen to absolutely nothing going on. And my son just hanging out. Here's my window. If there's anyone screaming obscenities, I'm going to leave my phone right here by the window.
Tomorrow in Lake Forest, there will be lots of sun, with a high of 68 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 47 degrees. Also, there's a fire weather watch in effect until Sunday, January 12th, 6 p.m.
If there are any obscenities going on outside, they'll hear it and it'll be captured on my camera. Okay, Devin. Let's go do the other room, Bubba. It's time, baby. Pow pow. Yeah. Pooty king cow. Fucking. Huh? Come on. It's an inch around the neck. I'm swelling. Pow pow. They're gonna get a pow pow. Devin! Alexa, set reminder, doctor's appointment with Dr. Isaac tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 11 a.m. The voices in my head keep saying, I am in no way suicidal. Like, farthest thing from my mind. Not even on my mind.
But the voices in my head keep saying, go die, go die. Sorry, I'm playing with my face. I'm looking at all these rolls. And it feels like they're pulling on these muscles. They ruin my face. They play with my head. They control, like, the voices in my head, dude. They are clearly terrorists. Okay, Devin, in the closet. No more because I want you to stay for me. Here. Okay, come on.
What do you mean?
Let's go move the stuff.
I'm not doing that today.
Yes, because I can't do it tomorrow.
Well, I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
You were like, oh, we have today.
What? Cause I thought we were gonna do it earlier, but then you had your friend come over. I was like, okay. You didn't tell me you were doing something today.
I'm not that hard. Let's go do it.
Oh, cause I'm late now. I'm lazy.
Did you even leave today?
I did.
Where'd you go?
I went out to the park
You just go?
and I went to the gym. Yes.
There you go.
It's not a lot. I have to move that entire freaking drawer. That's it. Fine. What do you want to do? Because I have to do it to get the computer up and running for school.
Move your drink off the table right now. Come on, let's go.
Alright, well first, tell me what we're gonna do. How you want. Like, go show me in the room what I
Dude,
got.
you're like making it a big deal.
But no, I'm not making. I'm literally.
Like, I need a big, like, I need time in advance to move the closet. Like, oh. Come on.
Alright, never mind then. You
Come
just
on.
like an attitude.
There's chocolate right there. Come on.
It's just like we could have done it in the morning, but you didn't say I was gonna do it in the morning, but you're like came with some lady. And you went.
This is a reminder to drink water.
The voices in my head were just screaming obscenities for the past 25 minutes. My sweet neighbors are just hanging out, being as sweet as can be. I can kind of hear them for the first time in a while. And anyways, I have to send out a few texts. Gotta go.